We think about leadership, we know something about leadership, but yet we feel that we need to know more about leadership development. Why it happens? We know that during school time itself we used to have a leader, and that time we used to think, why I'm not the leader? Why teacher didn't select me as a leader? As we grow, we will have other people becoming leaders in front of us, and we think like why we can't be the one. Sometimes we'll become leader, but we will have kind of dissatisfaction thinking that why everything is not going good as I expected. Everyone is supposed to be listening to me. I expect everything to happen as I'm thinking. Why it is not happening? So the simple thing is the leadership requires certain aspects where we have to make sure that we are good at it. So we have to either we can become leader, or if we are already in the leadership position, whether as a student, as a person who is entering into a corporate, or we are into a managerial level, or we are already in the higher level of the hierarchies. So what is the expectation? First thing, whenever we think about leadership, first is self-awareness. Okay, do you know your strength? Do you know your weakness? It is not bad to have weakness, everyone has it. So when we think about it, what is that exactly? Strength it could be, a weakness it could be. What is my value? Certain people, I will not do it because this is against the ethics I believe. I do that as well, correct? So what exactly that triggers? All of us, we get angry on certain things. It is very common. What is that triggers? Do I need to control it, or I'm supposed to use it as a weapon? It is the leader who can understand. So what is the key area associated with it? First thing is self-awareness, as I told. What exactly your thought processes are, when you will become weak, when you will be strong, and what are the points, what is your condition, how exactly you are going to behave in different situation. That is what is self-awareness. So first thing, how I can get to know? There is something called a SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Four things. So what is your strength? Make a list of it. What are the weaknesses which will hinder with your leadership quality or development process? What exactly is the opportunity you have to make yourself better than others? What is the threat which is stopping you from doing or implementing some plans of yours? Then you start working on solving or considering it as strength or it as your problem, and go ahead and rectify that one by one. Or if you have a strength, if you have an opportunity, start using that. That is what self-awareness is all about. Today itself, make a journal which will check. You can check every 6 months and you can modify your SWOT, whether you improved yourself and your weakness has reduced or any other challenges have come into your life. That is what you are going to do. You should know your value as well. You should know about your belief system as well. That is very, very, very important. Next thing is emotional intelligence. When we were in our 20s, we used to get angry on everything. It's very common. I'll leave this job, I'll do this. No, when we come around 30s, we will start analyzing the situation, we'll start controlling our emotions. No, I can't leave everything like this. I should grow better. I should maintain my tenure. I should take care of everything. Whether if it is a student also, no, I can't be angry on my lecturers because they carry my internal marks. All such type of things will be there in your mind. The maturity changes. The situation makes you better with respect to this. So when we think about that, you are emotionally intelligent. It is not like intelligence. I am very brilliant with respect to my marks are very good and all. It is something, if you want to be a leader, whether you are a business owner or it could be a student, it could be corporate person who is into any different level of hierarchies. Remember, if you don't control your emotions or do not implement wherever it is required, you can't become a better leader. So what is exactly how I can learn the emotional intelligence? First thing, that self-awareness which we understood that is required, but also we need to implement self-regulation. Yes, I get angry on particular thing, but do I know how to regulate myself, how to control my anger? Do I know how to take care of the situation or take care of the person who is getting angry in front of me? So that regulatory condition, if I am able to control, then it becomes self-regulation or regulation of the situation. Irrespective of any situation, on the way I had too much traffic, I got angry and I'll show it on all the people. on the way I had some issue, or in my office I had certain issues, I'll come and show it on my family. No, you are not emotionally intelligent when you do that. You should know the boundaries. If something is happening inside the office, resolve it. Even if it is taking half an hour extra, resolve it, then step out. Or if it is not getting resolved, you should know, create the boundary, lock it up and step out. It is a new life which you are going to create. You should be happy. You are not supposed to spoil one situation because of another. So that is what emotional intelligence is, where you should know you cannot associate one with another. You have to keep yourself motivated, then only you can keep others motivated. Next thing, empathy is very, very important character. All of us, we have heard about it, right? So he is very empathetic person. She is very empathetic person. When we say that, they can understand, they can step into the condition of others, they can feel the pain another person is going through. As you grow, you cannot be judgmental in every situation. Rather, you should understand why they are thinking like that, what they are thinking, how they can implement their knowledge, and how you can help them to come out of their bad thought or some thought which is not suitable for that particular situation. Sometimes they just make fun of something. You know, some people around you, suddenly you might be remembering something. They are not bad, but they will say something which will hurt most of the time, whether it is you or someone, or intentionally they might be targeting someone because they feel that it is fun to make fun of that person. No, being empathetic means you should know how exactly you can just go ahead and influence that person so they won't repeat that type of mistakes. So there are different kinds of methodologies. I will give you a list. One is already I told you, that is journaling method, where you are going to write, you are going to maintain your own self-awareness condition, or any particular situation you handled in your office, how you exactly you maintain that. Next thing, how exactly you are going to maintain your peers. You have to supposed to, you're learn from others, learn from books, learn from the situation, and sometimes we learn from our subordinates also. So certain situation, even we handle certain, we call Gen Z. They have very good quality, that is they know how to ignore. They know how to negotiate. It is not like they read it in the book, but they are able to do it. Yes, we can implement the same methodology when it comes to certain things. So it is not wrong to learn from the situation, learn from the people around us, learn from peers, and use this as a methodology where you can implement for the future issues, future problem, so you can become a better leader. Beyond that, you have to go ahead with certain personality tools are available, like MBTI, or it could be DISC or anything. Start implementing towards your own members or towards you, so you can analyze yourself better and you can become a better leader. So beyond this, one thing I told you in the beginning, if you want to become the best leader, you should know yourself. Self-awareness is the key to everything. Other than that, rest everything, you can go ahead, you can practice the empathetic methods. Gradually it comes, okay? And not everyone can be like, I studied psychology, I know this. No. Psychology gives you theory. Just because you studied MBA, you can't know everything. Just because you studied some engineering technique or medical aspects, that doesn't make you perfect with every aspect. Learning is different, implementing is different, practical analysis of this is different. So make sure day by day you implement what you learn in your realistic situation. First, I told you, understand yourself, do SWOT analysis. Today you take a journal, write down about yourself, how exactly you are a leader, or what exactly can make you a future leader. Second thing, you start changing yourself to be empathetic, to understand the situation, to make yourself better with the skills which is required in your field, and the belief system which is there in the current trend. You can modify that and the values can be implemented over there. Beyond everything, a leader is a person who will not change the values and ethics according to the situation. Rather, if it is really worth it, they'll keep it and they'll motivate others to follow certain ethics and values. That's what it is all about, leadership. All the best.